She Joy. It is our fine medium coming to you live with another message of what you need to know today. That being said, you guys, well, let's jump in. So, Father God, you feel what do my viewers need to know when they see this message? All right. So we got 5 came out. And looking at overall energy, okay? So we see the 8 of coins came out, okay, for overall energy. 8 of coins is pretty good, you know, basically saying that you're not only are you at this point where you're able to, you know, make your money, but you're also saving, putting preparation, and seeing an open avenue like you haven't seen it before, okay? Which is good. Then we see the 9 of baskets. So this is something that you've been waiting on. This is something that you planned for, something that you have prepared, okay? Something that brings joy, success, some type of fame, okay? Also, you could be, with this one, we see this as the Hermit. You also could be feeling kind of alone a little bit, but definitely, you know, seeking inner guidance and maybe even seeking guidance from others during this time. You know, just to help you to be able to, you know, really make those decisions, okay? We also will be reading the book explanation for these. Let's see, Dr. Grant. Okay. But he, Jesus, would withdraw to desolate places and pray. Okay? Because remember, this is the Hermit. This is you seeking that inner guidance and external guidance. Okay? Dr. Grant in this picture is shown in solitude picking herbs and roots in the swamps of Louisiana. Dr. Grant was a Protestant conjure doctor from New Orleans. Unfortunately, the details of his life were unknown. By the time of Zorzel Hurston interviewed Dr. Grant and the others in the 30s, many conjure doctors were using herbs and other supplies from catalogs. Dr. Grant, however, was a proud swamper who preferred to do things the old-fashioned way by gathering what he needed in the wild. Dr. Grant reminded Hurston of a few critical but often forgotten lessons. 1. Believe in one's limitless power. 2. Petition spirits unequal to man. 3. Know more than one way to get a job done. And 4. Acknowledge that no two people or jobs are alike. Because a remedy that worked for one person may not work for another. Dr. Grant was highly sought out for his abilities and in some cases was paid more than $100, an exorbitant amount of money for that time. Okay? The meaning, when Dr. Grant appears in a reading, it may indicate the necessity for some alone time to recharge. Specifically, it may recommend solitude, nature to reflect and listen. This is more important now than ever, as we are constantly accessible to others via technology. While this may be convenient, it is also a tremendous burden, as we have little time to clear our heads and just be without earbuds blasting music in our ears. A zillion advertisements or logos flashing before our eyes or social media alerts pinging us to engage with the world again. They won't stop. So you must make a conscious decision once in a while to make it stop. Let's be clear. This card is not just about sitting in a park for a few minutes looking at pretty trees or flowers or a squirrel before you get back online. No, it's about considering the essence of that tree, those flowers, and that squirrel, and how connected that you are with them. It is about perceiving the interrelationships of all things to the other and an extraction of power, fundamental reality. For it is the form of comprehension of source that knowledge may be accused distilled. And remember, if you take something from Mother Nature, don't forget to give something biodegradable to her and her creatures in return. This card may also indicate that you are seeking knowledge and you are ready to take things to the next level. Consider the following. Do you understand the importance of alone time? Maybe it would be better to stay at home tonight. Silence is golden. Focus on finding the truth. Be in the world and not of it. Pay more attention to your guru or spiritual counselor. Did you really consider the advice that you received about that issue? It's okay to take a break from him, from her, from them, or that to reevaluate things. Meditate more and follow your inner voice. Okay, that was deep. Okay, Dr. Grant. Okay. That's all right. Then we look at the 9 of baskets. I haven't decided if we're going to read the thing for all of them, but definitely for the overall energies. The 9 of baskets. This card shows an aerial view of 9 baskets filled with a few items that represent what most human beings desire. Cash and jewels, financial security and wealth, books of knowledge, gator head for protection, rabbit's foot for good luck, old-fashioned biscuits, nourishment and familiarity, a bottle of wine for intoxicants, and sunflowers for warmth and good times, and a passport for travel. The negative means materialistic people, greed, lack, or people who are never satisfied, gluttony, spoiled brats, feeling unfulfilled, narcissist, smugness, overindulgence, shattered dreams, shallowness, or Hinduism. Also means dreams being fulfilled, plenty, art, appreciation, wishes that come true, sensuality, rewards, hitting the jackpot, happiness, pampering, the finer things in life, financial security, prosperity, and attaining your heart's desire, gratitude, and making it. Okay. Okay, like it. That's pretty good energy. Oh, we looked at the 9 of baskets. How interesting. Oh, yeah, but we had the 8 of coins, didn't we? It's weird how that happened. Let's pull that one up too, since... Eight of coins. Island Smith was a Creek medicine man from Oklahoma. He was respected for his knowledge of traditional Creek medicines and cures. Island attributed his gift for healing to being both indigenous and African heritage, which he believed made him twice as powerful as a full-blood Ether background. Though a controversial concept now, root workers tend to believe that people from certain ethnic or racial backgrounds had certain skills and abilities or shortcomings inherited by the blood. The meaning could be for perfectionism, shortcuts, low-quality merchandise, shoddy work, incompetent employees, truancy, fake gurus, all work and no play, jacks a doughboy, people with questionable credentials, and lack of ambition. The positive would be skill of development, working hard to attain a goal, craftsmanship, job training, apprenticeship, interns, a new job, thorough research, project development, brainstorming, students, teachers, education, mastering a subject, study, grinding, and entrepreneurship. Okay? So for some of you, that's relevant. Okay? Now, we see the 7 of sticks, right? Having that defense, feeling like, people are pointing the fingers at you, or you could be pointing your fingers at somebody else. You might need to look at that, because anytime you point a finger at somebody, you got 4 pointing back at yourself, right? Right. And then with the Sun card, we see clarity, okay, with Big Mama. Yeah, we got clarity. We love the clarity. Clarity is wonderful. Then we got the Magician, right? Having the power, understanding the power, knowing the power. With a 9 of Knives. So there could be some anxiety, some depression, or some sleeplessness. But let's dive deep. Let's look at that 9 of Knives real quick. And then we'll get into the rest of them. A screaming skull is surrounded by 9 peaches with knives stuck through them. This symbolized a troubled spirit of the approximately 20,000 newly emancipated slaves who were placed in concentration camps in Mississippi. The majority of the men and women and children died a slow, agonizing death with disease and starvation. The camp was located at the bottom of the pit, and the wild peaches grew. That is why this place came to be known as the Devil's Punch Bowl. To this day, no one eats the peaches because they know that the bodies of those tortured fertilize the soil. It was not accustomed to the indigenous people to eat anything that grew in the areas were considered beset with negative energy such as this. Because of the despair, it would be internalizing by whoever took of those fruits. So the meaning could be anxiety, stress, despair, sleepless nights, worst fears, guilt, bereavement, worry, depression, nightmares, being too hard on yourself, terror, shameless secrets, isolation, hexes, agonizing pain or regrets, hopelessness, negativity, illness, spite, breakdowns, thoughts of suicide, seclusion, repeatedly rehashing an unpleasant situation, and crying jags. But the positive is renewed hope, the end of suffering, the worst being over, good news coming, seeking help for depression and anxieties, and letting go. All right. I know you want to find 7 of Sticks. According to the legend, Uncle Monday was a witch doctor from Africa who was enslaved in South Carolina. He managed to escape and sought refuge among the Seminole. Uncle Monday promised himself that he would never let witches capture him again, so he asked a Seminole medicine man to turn him into an alligator so as to always be able to defend himself. He is said to still roam the swamps in either his alligator or human form, blessing or cursing anyone who crosses his path. The negatives can be being pushed around, exhaustion, being a doormat, struggling to survive, the odds being against you, fighting a losing battle. The positives, standing your ground, strength in adversity, defending your beliefs, a final showdown, a fair competition, a protest, resisting authority, protecting what's rightfully yours, and the ability to summon your inner strength. Okay. Now let's look at Big Mama. Okay, never mind. We're going to look at Dr. Herman because he popped up first. Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to the mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. That's Matthew 17:20. Black Herman is dressed in a tux. He holds the stick to the sky and says, power, in one hand, and is pointing to a Zulu drum peeking out from the Virginia state root bushes. Hold up, let's see. Whew, all right. Benjamin Rucker, a.k.a. Black Herman, was the most famous Negro magician in the history of the United States. He adopted the name Black Herman to pay homage to a fellow Black magicians that he admired, Prince Herman and Alonzo Herman. Black Herman's charismatic personality, illusions, and resurrections after being buried alive made him a national sensation. Herman also made the living cell tonics, mail order, occult curses, books, pamphlets, and talismans that were designed to protect its wearer from white supremacy. Arguably, one of the most interesting aspects of Benjamin Rucker was how he used the platform as an entertainer and hoodoo man to promote his malignant black nationalist political beliefs to further facilitate his mission. Herman decided to relocate to Harlem in New York City, which was ground zero for devout followers of Marcus Garvey. Herman even claimed that he was born in the dark jungles of Africa and appreciated the Zulu witch doctors, reflecting both his appearance of a Pan-Africanist ideology and knack for clever marketing. But Herman was actually a Virginia native who migrated north in search of greater opportunities and an escape from terrorism in the South. He had self confidence and a strong will to succeed, and that was the magic that made him a legend. When Herman appears in a reading, you are being challenged to make that which you desire manifest. The difference between a dream and a goal is a plan. So make sure you have a clear one. It is key that you know exactly why each step is necessary to obtain your objective. If you do not, you might be tempted to take shortcuts and find yourself shortcut instead. Competent magicians and hoodoo practitioners dazzle others with the results that they attain, but the audience and clients rarely, if ever, are around to witness the amount of preparation that is necessary to accomplish a task. The power of creation exists within the focused, methodical mind that is aware of itself. If you receive this card, consider the following. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Do you believe it is possible that you can make it happen? Are your talents and skills being put to good use? Do your intentions and beliefs and desires match that which you live? Stop playing and do what you have to do, even if it's hard. How committed are you to him, her, that? Where there's a will, there's a way. What are you creating, manifesting, or permitting right now? Do you really want that? Mm. And then last one is the Big Mama. Come on. Where are you at? There we go. I am reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that dwelt first in your grandmother Louis and your mother Eunice, and now, I am sure, dwells in you. That's 2 Timothy 1 and 5. Big Mama is holding a plate of homemade cornbread with her sun shining brightly behind her. She wears a skeleton keys as a necklace to symbolize her all-encompassing wisdom. Big Mama is a term of endearment for the monarch of one's family, as acknowledgement of her wisdom, strength, and authority, leadership skills, and ability to nurture multiple generations. Traditionally, all of the elders of both genders were to be respected for these qualities, but no one's bigger than Big Mama. As a caregiver of so many children and a transmitter of family history, lore, and spirituality, she's a family jewel, a guiding light. Today, Big Mama's role in many families is not as prominent as it used to be before the desegregation. As a Black Americans increasingly interacted with the ethnic groups, they were more youth-oriented and patriarchal to the ethnical, hierarchical, and conceptual foundation of the community started to shift. Also adding to this altercation of thought that was movement away from the church. It was that were the values of their forebearers and reinforced celebrations and discussed. Often, it was Big Mama or someone else that you knew well or were kin to who also held the prestigious title of Mother of the Church. Like the sun, a matriarch is warm, centralized, force without whom growth would be impossible. The meaning, whenever you see this card, is you better believe that no matter how dark it is right now, that the light is coming and everything is going to be all right. Big Mama may also be speaking about well-being and being able to share your glory and light and your power with others. This is not the time to lay low. This is a time to let your light shine. If you receive Big Mama in a reading, consider the following. Do you fear being brilliant or successful? What is being highlighted? It's okay to be the center of attention sometimes. What does enlightenment mean to you? Take a personal day from work. Who are the important players in the situation? Am I exhibiting a positive attitude? Reputations do matter. It's time to celebrate. Confidence is the best cosmetic. What do you need to do to look and feel your best? Well, you guys, that is the reading. I hope that this has helped you. Thank you so much for liking, watching, subscribing. That being said, you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Stay blessed, never stressed, with much peace, much power, much love, much light, and of course, much joy. I'll see you guys next time.